All right, today we're going to talk about adjusting partial denture clasps. And here you'll see we have cast clasps, sometimes called acres or circumferential clasps here and here. Here we have a wrought wire clasp, and you can tell this is a wrought wire because it extends onto the meshwork of the partial denture frame and it gets laser welded or soldered in place. And last but not least, we will talk about the I-bar. This is a clasp that is infrabulge, comes up and engages an undercut from the infrabulge direction. For each of these, we will adjust with a 3-prong plier. This is one of the most common clasp adjustment tools, and it is called that because there's 3 prongs, 2 on one side and 1 on the other. The side with one clasp is where we're good, or with one arm is where we're going to bend the clasp around. So we'll start with the acres, and we want to engage a deeper undercut this way. So we're going to grab right here, and we want to bend the wire in this direction. And then we don't turn our wrist, we don't turn our hand, we just squeeze. And squeezing action is enough to re-engage the clasp. And you want to make sure that we are placing this on the terminal third of the clasp tip. That is the only portion that needs to bend. In particular, cast clasps are not as flexible as wrought wire, so you want to be particularly cautious with these. With I-bar, we are going to want to engage an undercut that's a little deeper. We're going to grab right here, again, terminal third, so at the very end where you feel it engage, just give it a little squeeze. And a little goes a long way, so it's better to under engage because you can always add a little more. We do not want to fatigue the metal. Sometimes the clasp will need to go down further into a more apical undercut, and we can bend it that way also. So here we're going to engage one more time. In this case, since we want to go down apically, we're going to put that prong underneath the clasp, and here we'll just slightly turn our hand to engage that deeper undercut. Often then we'll need to come back and engage it again at this terminal third to get that deeper undercut. Clasps can loosen up for a number of reasons, sometimes just wear and tear, and this is very common, and you should feel comfortable doing this for your patients.